Okay, so this is going to be a reading for Sagittarius. Um, I know I'm going out of order, but I was just called to do a reading. Also, I know a lot of readers are like, okay, I'm only going to do the videos that I have the most plays for. But honestly, I really don't care. Whatever I'm called to do, I'm going to do it. Even if I get 2 views on Sagittarius every time I post a video, it's one of those 2 people who needed to hear something. Yes, I do accept donations. Yes, I do personals. Yes, all of that. But I also do a lot of things just for free because it's not for free. There's an equal exchange when I'm able to help somebody or give them insight onto something. So I don't know why I'm explaining all this. Somebody need to hear it. So I do emergency readings as well. When it comes to children, if there's something that's going on with some children, let me know. I might not even charge you. Hit all the information's in my description box. So Sagittarius, I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody is exactly where they want to be. And if not, I hope you are learning the lessons so you can get to your blessings. So let's see why I was called to do a reading specifically for you instead of continuing with the air signs. Remember, this could be your energy, the energy that surrounds you, the energy of people still holding on to you, your brother, your sister. Um, sorry. I don't know if you guys can hear me right now. Someone's calling me, so I'm gonna wait. Yeah. Maybe for some of you guys, whenever you're just trying to, put, oh shoot. Yeah, for some of you guys are accident prone. Not accident prone, but like lately things been falling or you've been not being able to get things quite right. My hands got ash on them, so if they're dirty, that's for my ash. Because I don't know, something weird just happened right now. Some of you guys are off balance. You could be drinking too much coffee or too much adrenaline or energy or something. I feel like a lot of you guys know that you need to meditate, or you have the want or the need, the desire to meditate and stuff like that, but you just can't really find the focus or the attention span. Let me fix this. Okay. I feel like for some of you too, the moment that you get everything ready for whatever you're trying to do, whether it's go to work or just your personal project or something that you like, something that is your own, that's your ex or somebody in your family just pops up or tries to detour you in some type of way. Like, okay, you got all the tools gathered, and as soon as all hell breaks loose. So somebody don't want you to get it together. Sagittarius, smoke with me. Choke with me. Joke with me. But don't play with me. That's what I heard. We could play, we could joke and all that, smile, yes, and all that, but we could joke, but don't play with me, Sagittarius. So right now, I feel like you are putting up your bound. I haven't pulled any cards yet. This is all off of the energy, the intuition. You're finally setting boundaries. You're finally standing up for yourself. It doesn't even have to be in the same situation or a past situation. This could be you as a new person now, okay? You're no longer giving off that energy to begin with. You go to work, let's just say you got out of a very abusive relationship or situation and you got a new job. You're entering that job and you're not letting people just disrespect you, talk to you crazy because of what you just been through. Like, nope, I recognize it. Not, you could tell me what to do, you can give me instructions, but you're not going to yell at me. You're not going to cuss me, and you're not going to disrespect me. Now, that's how I feel like your energy is showing up. You had a breakthrough. And past situations, it's not always about implementing what you learned, the lessons that you learned in that situation. It's not necessarily, you know, required for you to implement that information in the same situation. You carry it on to your future situations. I have 2 decks right here. Well, I have 3 decks in one and another 3 decks in that other one. So, Sagittarius. Recent past. Oh, 31 could be significant for stability, boundaries, foundation. So I feel like, okay, you taken on a lot of consequences that didn't even belong to you, but you took them anyways. You paid the price for your sins or your wrongdoings, or you're coming to terms with the shadow aspects of yourself that could attract the negative attention and people and situations that you have just healed from. So I feel like you are identifying your triggers, doing a little bit of research, and even for not only for things that were done to you, but things that you done to yourself, which ultimately everything that happens to you is something you ultimately did. But you understand what I'm saying? So when you purposely wrong somebody or you were doing your dirt, I feel like you're coming to terms with that. You could even wrote like a sobriety letter or whatever, where you write people and ask for their forgiveness and give forgiveness. So you atoned for your sins and others' sins. And now you're ready to get your wisdom and what you learned and your knowledge out into the world, because you have a certain type of insight. You have a deeper insight now. At 31, you could have went through what the society calls a midlife crisis. I just figured out that midlife crisis is just a fucking cover up for a spiritual awakening. Recent past for Sagittarius. Yeah, you took a time out because there was too much happening. There was too many toxic people and situations you were in, too many. You were just, your energy was everywhere, and it was everywhere bad. There was a very dramatic ending, or endings, I'm hearing, with lovers, friends. At one point you felt helpless, and you reacted you kind of went off into the deep end. You reacted very deeply to an ending or a fallout or a fight. I feel like the regret was very heavy. This is the recent past though. So you were like, hold on, it's too much happening to me. This person standing back, that person, this situation, that situation, I did this, and they did. Like, it's too much. So to where you actually had to stop yourself and be like, whoa, what's going on? Like, why is all this happening right now? Why is all this happening to me? So you took a time out and you slowed down on people from your past. Oh, that could be significant. I don't know if that's on my... That could be significant. There could be a white guy around you who looks like the police, and he just walks up and sneaks up and stuff like that. No, I'm just playing. But that really could be significant for somebody here. But what was I saying? So yeah, you took a time out. You slowed down on reaching out to people from your past. On whenever you would probably start reminiscing, you probably just speak against it. Like, nope, block it out your mind. Yeah, you're tired of feeling miserable. You made a decision. You made a judgment call on your own life. And that's great, because when the universe has to call the judgment in, it's going to affect you too in a more dramatic way than this. I feel like you're done trying to change and reinvent yourself and to find solutions and to find a way of being and trying to be what this person likes, what this person expects, what this company expects, what they love, and because it was always changing and nothing was ever good enough. You sat down and you finally realized that if you don't make a decision, you're not going to have a good life. That you have to make a decision to have a good life. You just can't hope for shit to be okay and walk around in the regret of things that you've done and things that people done to you. You consciously have to sit here and make a decision after you reevaluate and contemplate your previous moves, okay? Make your next move your best move. That's what I'm hearing. So that's what you did. You're coming to terms that you actually did do your best. You did the best that you could, and you did more than the best. You did more than what you could in a situation. You're tired of it. You want to make a good life, or you want to have a good life. Okay, so I see in the present state of things that you are coming more into focus, more into balance with yourself, and more you're coming to terms with everything that you let go of. You're not even looking at these things as a loss in the present state of things. You're looking at whether it was a loss of money, loss of friends, families, lovers, jobs, whatever. You're looking at those once losses, and you're taking them on as new opportunities. I feel like before you were fear of, you had a lot of fear of not having enough money, being alone, losing an ex or a home. Somebody who was very selfish that caused you to examine your values. So whatever was taken away from you, or you gave away, your power, your energy, your time, your innocence, all of that is not in vain. As selfish and abusive and narcissistic as your boss, your family, or your ex, or your past friends were, I see that you're counting it as a blessing in this present state of things, because not only did they do the damage, they left you a gift in return. This is like a sorry, no, sorry I fucked up your house on a no the next day, okay? Or a present, like, here, I know this happened, but here, we're going to reimburse you. You got 10 times as much as you spent. Okay, you got a gift from these past people, situations, places, and things. And that was the fact that you had to actually sit down and examine your values, because you was taking on too many people's energy and hopes and expectations and wants and needs, and your ideology was based off of everybody but yourself. So these situations have forced you to sit down and examine your own values, put things into perspective. In the present state of things, you're surrendering to it, and there's nothing better than not acknowledging, but accepting. When you're in a situation where you can't have that much control over, okay, and you tried, and oh my God, you tried to be God in every situation, and you just can't control it, okay. You just got to surrender. And when you actually just like, okay, I accept this. I know this hurts. I know this is what it is. There's no more trying to figure out. There's no more trying to make these frivolous attempts that ain't adding out to nothing. Okay, they're only going against me. I'm looking ugly. I'm looking tired. I'm looking crazy as fuck. Okay, when you just accept that, that's a different type of bittersweet pain. Like when you hit your funny bone, like, ooh. For a lot of you were forced to take this break, and you were forced to find peace. So this is like completely starting over, like a breakup. Somebody lost something, like a car, their home, or even their job. 1 second. Yes. Okay. So something had to be reinvented. I forgot where I left off at, but you know where you are in the present state of things. You know if this is your story. If anything that I'm saying does not resonate, or you didn't have a feeling about, or you have not heard or seen, or had one more, like, if it doesn't make sense, if it's not familiar, then it's not for you. So don't take that energy on, because I'm not here to predict futures. I don't foretell. I see this happening. I don't put that on you. I don't call anything bad upon you, anything good upon you. I don't call anything on you. I'm just reading the energy for what's around you. Past, present, future. Now, if it resonates, it resonates. So this is going to bring a lot of confirmation to a few people, possibly 3 or 4 specifically. And this, who is this? Is this you? Yeah, okay. Some of you guys still might teeter-totter, because it's not just a, you know, all-in-one transformation. Like, you're doing the steps. You're constantly going to be elevating. You're constantly manifesting how your next second or your next minute or your next day or your next week is going to play out. You're constantly manifesting, whether you know it or not, whether you're trying to or not. Okay, it's called what goes around comes around. What goes up must come down. So be very mindful about how you present your energy and how you show up on this universe and this planet, because everything that you put out, it has to come back to you, because it came from you. I feel like you are still like there's levels to this healing process. So I feel for a lot of you, or some of you, or maybe one of you, you still teeter-totter with will there be benefit? Would it be beneficial for you? Will there be success? Should you worry? Should you have faith in you separating yourself from these people? Like, is it going to be okay? Some of you guys are still a little worried about that. Whoever or whatever situations you were dealing with, those people are in those situations were all about ego. They were disconnected from their emotions, narcissist energy vibes, okay? Or you could have felt very misunderstood, which kind of caused you to withdraw from conflict and withdraw from battles, withdraw from anything that was like an opposition, which was everything. Everything opposed you. You kind of, at the end of the day, felt misunderstood. So you're going through withdrawal. You're going through withdrawal. Okay. Let me tell you about one. Okay, so some of you guys actually are narcissists, or you're fucking with a narcissist. And narcissist exes and abuse trauma is a whole different thing. Like, it's a whole healing process. This is like learning how to walk again. This is like learning how to breathe when you never even had to learn to breathe in the first place. You just came out the motherfucking womb breathing. You understand what I'm saying? You have to learn how to breathe. That's what it's like when you're trying to recover from a narcissist. A true narcissist, not just a narcissist traits, personalities, but an actual, genuine, true narcissist, okay? When you are healing or separating, or you're trying to move on from that type of energy, it's a whole different type of battle. Boy, it's a whole different type of disconnect. But you have to go through this to get through it. So you need to start, okay, I feel like some of you guys need to just, in order to help you with that going back and forth, like, okay, should I leave everybody alone? Should I have faith? Okay, will there be success? Will I benefit? I'm here to tell you yes, because I go through that, and I've been going through that, and I think I'll go through that for the rest of my life. You just have to learn how to harness that energy for the betterment of yourself. Because even your pain, your anger, they fuel things that are meant to be brought into fruition into your life, like to bring blessings in, to bring happiness, to bring peace. Pain and anger do play a part in that. It's like your demons are your friends. The devil is God and God is the devil type of shit. You just have to balance it out. Allow your anger to give you the energy that you need to confront yourself instead of withdrawing, or confront a situation and set standards instead of withdrawing and closing your eyes and hoping the shit is gonna go away, or like it don't matter. Let that anger energize you so you could confront what you need to balance out, or the boundaries that you would like, or that you set, that you need to set. In order to keep those boundaries up, there has to be something fueling that. Okay, so if you truly want to move up and elevate and be happy and have love and have joy and have peace, you need to utilize your dark side, such as your pain, your anger, your tears, your confusion, and to help keep that barrier up, that boundary, that wall. So you disconnecting from your negative emotions is not going to help you in a situation, because your positive emotions wouldn't even exist. They would just be what it is. It would just be normal. It would just be something that you don't even notice. Because you know what makes it so good is what made it so bad. Understand that. There will be success, and this will be beneficial. This is your North Node. Some of you guys have there's something about your first house in the North Node. Who you are, your desires, the way you project yourself. You might have Gemini in your North Node or in your first house, but if you do, this has to do with your communication. This has to do with what is being shared about that about a situation. So this is like the news. This is like Twitter. This is like fucking WhatsApp. Online though, like TMZ, stuff like that. This is how information gets communicated. Newspapers, the way they communicate it, how it will be actual truth, but then they manipulate it and, you know, give it to us a different way. That's what Gemini is about. So something about Gemini in your first house or the North Node. So there's things, do it on your own. So you, like I said, you've been trying to be what everybody wants you to be around them for so long that you weren't even projecting for yourself. You were being projected on. So you were showing your energy up in this universe as all of these people instead of yourself. You understand? Instead of who you are, instead of who your desires are, and instead of your actions. So there's something that you need to do on your own, and I know that you know it right now. It's the way you project yourself. Do you know who you are anymore? Do you know what you desire? If not, in the present state of things, I feel like you'll be doing a lot of that soul searching and figuring it out, because you let a lot of people paint a picture of you, which has caused blockages and roadblocks in your life, or even within your own frame of mind. The way you talk to yourself, the way you view yourself was based off of others and their fears. It never had anything to do with you. It had everything to do with them. And they projected it onto you. So that in turn, you are showing up as a bad kid. In turn, you are showing up as someone, you know, who liked to have sex, or who was fast, or who liked to commit crimes, or who liked to be the troublemaker, or who liked to just give up and not give a fuck and just start doing drugs, you know, finding anything and everything, rebelling against everything. That's what I heard. So if you were a rebellious child, like to the extreme, more than most, it's because of everybody else around you and how they were projecting their own self insecurities onto you. So they made you up, but they didn't create you. They didn't create you. So I feel like a lot of you guys are just, it's like being born again. You're being born again, and you're going to start showing up differently. After you figure out what your true desire is, like what's inside of you, the things that you like, what makes you happy, what makes you smile, instead of being influenced by every single thing around you. That's where you're going to have benefit. That's where you're going to have success. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. This could be somebody in your circle of friends. You need to free yourself from them. Or this could be an associate coming in. Or this just could be a side of, you could have Aquarius in the North Node, or you could have an Aquarius in the 11th house. So there's something that you're doing for the future, or you have this type of vision from way back then, or you're discovering something very eccentric about yourself. You're kind of like a genius, okay? So there's a vision that you have that's new and it's different. I don't know what it's pertaining to, whether it's a business, whether it's the way you approach a family situation, whether it's the way you wash your hair. I don't fucking know. But there's something new and different, right? Something that no one has ever thought about before that you know of. You're still rebelling, but in a positive sense, okay? You're not in the matrix no more, okay? So whatever this vision is, you can't approach this vision with the same tools or the same actions you would use to go interview at McDonald's or Burger King, okay? Or the gas station. You're not going to go apply at the gas station. So you have to do more than bring a resume, or not even that, apply online and give them a phone call. You have to approach this situation in an unconventional, eccentric way, because your vision is out there. So you got to match that energy. The work and effort you put into that can't be the same as the work and effort somebody is putting into fucking nothing. Mundane shit. You have to put, like, man. So you could be hooking up with Aquarius, or going into business with somebody, or just co-creating with somebody on the material and spiritual realm, okay? Or some of you guys are just doing a lot of self-discovery too, and you're finding out that you want to experiment and tweak certain things about yourself, and how you can show up as yourself. You want people to see who, not only your vision, but what's different and what's new about you as a person. Like I said, you're being born again. You want people to see this, okay? So some of you guys might even be going too far off into the deep end and just, okay, you got piercings everywhere, you got this tattoo, you got this symbol, you got that, you speaking crazy, you pushing your opinion on everybody, like you're just totally like goth, okay? You know that person that come to school and they're goth one day? Like, damn, did you have blonde hair and a mini skirt on yesterday, and now you got dark nails, black hair, you got on baggy clothes, you got rips in them, like, what's up? That type of shit. Usually, that's a sign for suicide. That's one of the tell signs that somebody wants to kill themselves, is when you see them completely change their look, right? But that, I feel like that's as a teenager. At your point in this life, you are going through your midlife crisis, as they call it, your spiritual awakening. So everything about you is brand new. And this is you balancing things out. This is fair. Okay? Somebody has a lot of regrets that didn't give you the cooperation that you wanted in a partnership or a relationship or a situationship. Okay? They have a lot of regrets over how you withdrew from the situation, how you walked away from a fight. They're surprised too. Like, they never thought you would walk away completely. Here you go. You're showing up in your own reading. You discover some shit, or you're discovering some shit right now, and you're getting all type of downloads, insights, wisdom, and understanding, and you're ready to get that out to the world. Like I said, you're ready to get this shit out to the world, the new you. So right now, present state of things, you're making plans. You have two different paths you could go down. Both of them are great opportunities, okay? You have a creative partner coming in, whether it's a business partner, lover, friend, confidant, dog, I don't know. This person is gonna, they're very connected. Their third eye, their pineal gland is fully activated, whether they know it or not. They're very determined. It could be Aquarius. Oh my God, it could be an air sign. It's the Queen of Swords. It's an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So a lot of you guys are dealing with a Libra or an Aquarius or both. When it comes to a business, when it comes to a circle of friends or something, whatever you guys are, it is meant to be. They're going to give you some good advice. These are people you could bounce your ideas off of and who could reciprocate. This is you pouring into somebody and them being able to hold what you poured into them and then pour it back into you. You understand? Instead of all these people you've been pouring into your whole fucking life they were broken. It was just leaking out of them. Everything you poured in somebody leaked out of them. And when you were empty and dry, they had nothing to give in return. So this change that you took, the wheel is turning. Like I said earlier, what goes around and around. What you put out is going to come back. You're a newborn right now in the present state of things. You're a newborn right now. A woke newborn who knows who they are and who's going to be mindful about what they put out on a constant basis into this universe, because they know that's what they're going to get back. So I feel like you guys are taking everything is possible right now. Everything is possible for you. All chances. Things are taking a turn for the better. You're coming into balance with your intuition. Some of you guys are psychics. Some of you guys are manifesting. Some of you guys actually did some type of ritual, or you went and learned something, you graduated, you learned a trade, something, you did your research on something, you got your credentials, your license for whatever it is, okay? You weren't hoping and wishing and just asking the universe for something to change or an opportunity. You actually did the work. It's okay. There's an art to applying pressure and then falling back. So those things are coming around. The work that you put into something is coming back. It has to do with your career, your work, but it's good. The type of work that this is going to affect humanity and people around you. You could be you could be interested in healing, being a healer, a counselor, anything. What do you call it? Reiki healing, natural medicines, physical therapy. I see you helping. Some of you guys might want to help patients that they have no cure for, supposedly. So some of you guys could be taking trips with like-minded people, with like-minded goals, and making that happen. So I'm not going to speak too much on that, because you know how the government is. Yeah. You know who you are now. You don't have to question yourself, or this is what's coming up in the near future. But you know it, because your chakras you're balancing your chakras. You're balancing yourself, your heart, your mind, your body, your creativity, your foundation, your view, your inner view and your outer view, your 2-eye vision and your 3-eye vision. 3 eyes can see, all eyes on me. Yeah, they can't go with you. Leave them stuck in the past. Them, him, she, it, they, all the above. I always just want to drop the mic and be like, oh, that's what I have for you. But thank you. It's been a pleasure reading for you. It's all good news. And I can't tell you what's going to happen with details of each situation. That's not for me. That's for you to decide. It's whatever you put out, your thoughts. Be mindful of your thoughts. Be mindful of your actions. Be mindful of your intentions. But if anybody is going to show up true and pure intentions, okay? Sincere wants, sincere needs, sincere heart, no trickery, no deceit, no strategizing. If anybody's going to show up in that energy, it's going to be you, because of everything that you just been through. So you have that understanding now. You're very empathetic. You're an empath. When you used to go in public or be around groups of people, at first it would be okay because you're putting on this act, right? But after a while, you would start to feel a little weird, uncomfortable, and in turn, it started making you act weird. You started feeling weird, like, whoa, I don't know how to act. I don't know how to move. Like your energy would be off balance. And you could have thought it's because you were a weirdo or there's something wrong with you your whole life, but you didn't even know you were an empath. You are an empath, and when you're an empath, you're picking up on everybody's energy around you. So once you're not by yourself and you're in a group of people The larger the crowd is, the more fucking energy you're taking on. This nervous person, this angry person, this sad person, this happy person, this fucking addicted person, this whatever the fuck, okay? All those energies around you, you didn't know how to separate them or protect yourself because you are an empath. You soak it up. You're not a weirdo. You know that now, but this is just your confirmation. You didn't know that you had to protect yourself every time you walked out the house. Every time you walked out of your room, every time you woke up and went to sleep, you had to speak protection over your own energy. So when you step out into the world, you're able to effectively communicate and deal with people and situations without freaking out and making yourself look like a loser, a weirdo, a smoker. You feel me? A drunk, a lost cause, somebody who's not even, who are you? A joke? Right. You didn't know that, that you had to speak protection and be like, okay, I'm going to tap in, but it can pass. I can acknowledge it, okay? I walked around this person and I felt nervous and angry. Okay, I recognize it. I see you. But okay, you could go now. You can't root yourself inside of me and you can't walk with me and you can't operate with me. I recognize that somebody else's energy and you got to keep it moving, okay? Let it go. Release with love and kindness and peace. That's all you have to do. Acknowledge, release. There's a spiritual warfare 24/7. Understand that. I think you are understanding that, and you're trying to get this out to the world right now. The high priestess. You guys are doing a lot of meditating. There's a lot of things that you're finding out that you are not going to share at this point in time because you know you're not ready to present it in the way that's going to help people. Yeah, a lot of your gifts, a lot of things, attributes and traits of yourself growing up that you thought were unlucky or you don't know where it came from or just like, why do I gotta be like this? It was just hidden gifts. Those dreams that you used to have, that intuition, that knowing that you used to feel crazy about, now you know. And when you know, you know. Pomegranates could be significant. So when I think of pomegranates, I think of pharaohs. So something about Egypt. Okay? That's for somebody. Orange as well. You're in touch with all elements. You're using all elements for your use. Okay, if you're a Christian or whatever, look up in the Bible something about gatekeepers, spiritual gatekeepers, or secret keepers or something like that. That would be, read Revelation. In Revelation, they talk about the 12 churches and the little bitches and the hidden knowledge of the church, some shit like that. Look it up. And that's going to resonate with somebody. You know that you need to protect yourself and you need to go inward to do it. You have your intuition is heightened right now. You're having a lot of dreams. So you're connecting, you're astral traveling while you're asleep to find hidden knowledge, okay? And not just knowledge to share or to behold. It's knowledge that you're keeping. Some of this shit you're keeping to yourself for now. And that's what it is. It's something that you're growing. You're using it to grow. Well, what I say, expansion, self-truth. You're developing your spiritual and emotional commitments, connections, spirit learning, mind. Your spirit is learning your mind, and your spirit is ascending. That okay? Something like that. I think you have a fear of being a false leader and giving poor advice. That's why you're sitting on a lot of things as well. You're still internalizing things as you should. Before you present something to the world, you're going to internalize it first, and you're going to run it through your system that you're now coming into balance, or you are in balance with, so you could trust what you're thinking and what you're feeling, and you don't have to feel crazy about it no more. You can actually do something with this knowledge. I like that shit. You're not, okay, people pleasing, that's over with. Oh, who do you want me to be today? Oh, it's not good enough? Okay. Oh, so who do you want me to be now? Okay. Are you sure? Like, fuck that. You're not on none of that no more. It's like your change, your dramatic change. Okay, it's not like the regular fucking person leaving a situation and going to a whole nother situation just like the last situation, or even a situation that is a little bit better improved, or there's something different. It's not so basic. It's not it runs deeper with you. This transformation is more like a liberation. Like, this shit should be in a history book. Write a book. Maybe that's the best way for you to get your ideals, your ideology out to the world. Because I know that you have something that you want to share. Some wisdom, some insight, whether it's about you personally, or maybe your personal story can help affect somebody around you if they read it or hear it or see it. Okay, so I know that somebody is working on that. Somebody is working on that. Okay, you might need to write a story, write a blog, write it out, podcast. That's going to resonate for somebody. Creative blocks, all creative blocks have been removed. What is actually meant for you, your spiritual inheritance, abundance, your material inheritance, abundance is now being released. Like the Aquarius, when they pour the water, they're the water barriers. They pour out the water, the enlightenment, the dreams, the psychic abilities. They pour that out onto us, and we start having prophetic dreams and hidden knowledge. So this Aquarius, if you do have an Aquarius in your chart, go ahead and do some more research and figure out how you could use that for your benefit. If you're actually dealing with the actual Aquarius in person, that is somebody that you need to keep around, whether it's a business partner, friend, lover, what the fuck ever. Okay? That person tapped in. And little do you know it, they're like a catalyst to you in a way. Not so much a catalyst, but like they're the glue. Or the conduit. Okay, that's what I want to say. They're like the conduit between as above and so below. So they bear water, they're air energy, but they're like a tree in its roots, or the communication in between the tree and those roots. So the mushrooms, that's significant too. All right, Sagittarius, I really felt called to go out of order of how I usually do things and do a reading for you. So this was very special to me because it was not about bullshit, the surface level of shit that we hear every day and we go through with our cheating partners, our lying this and STDs and this person did that. We actually got to dig a little deeper. So I appreciate that. Cancer energy as well. Get the fuck away from that person. Whoever. That's for somebody. I gotta go.